स्वमायया सृष्टमिदं सदसल्लक्षणं विभुः प्रविष्ट ईयते तत्तत् स्वरूपोऽग्निरिवैधसि. समाप्तः. So has anybody got the examples from last week's lecture? There's a discussion on sandhi or mention of sandhi. Torli.
सूत्रमस्ति राल्लोपः.
उदाहरणानि सन्ति? उदाहरणानि?
रात् लोपः रालोपः.
अत्र सदसल्लक्षणम् अस्ति इति अस्मिन् विषये आसीत्. सल्लक्षणं सत् लक्षणं सल्लक्षणं
महोदय. भवान् प्लस लिखति और भवत् प्लस लिखति तत् प्लस लीनः तल्लीनः that way महोदय.
तत् लीनः तल्लीनः.
and bhavan plus likhati I think, right महोदय. bhavan likhati
anuswara asti. That is different, right? Like sallap, like last time somebody said sallap, that's on some lapa sallapa iti asti anuswara lakarasya anuswara bhavati sallapa iti.
Okay,
that is a bit different, right?
Different, okay.
It is just not sallapa. Atra bhavat, for example, just to for the sake of it, bhavat lakshanam bhaval lakshanam.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
महोदय प्राप्नुवत् अधिकं लोके, that is also प्राप्नुवल् लोके, right? भवान् तस्य उपयोगं कृतवान् अस्माकं राजीव मल्होत्रा कृते लिखितवान् तत्र.
कथमासीत् समाप्तं किं तत् मेलनं?
नवदश तमे दिने अस्ति इदानीं मासस्य न्यूजर्सी मध्ये.
एप्रिल् मासे.
एप्रिल् मासे न्यूजर्सी राज्ये.
भवान् गच्छति किं तत्र?
आम् अहं गच्छामि.
न्यूजर्सी आगच्छति महोदय.
न्यूजर्सी कोऽपि आगच्छति. न्यूजर्सी एडिसन् नगरस्य समीपे. रोयल् कोऽपि अस्ति अत्र न्यूजर्सी नगरतः?
I am from New Jersey, Mahoday.
You want to come?
I don't know. When is it?
उत्तमं 30 वर्षाणां तस्य यात्रा अस्ति. तस्य समारोहः अस्ति. बहवः जनाः आगच्छन्ति भारततः अपि केनडा अमेरिका देशतः बहु almost 1500 people.
कदा अस्ति महोदय?
19 तमे दिने एप्रिल् मासस्य
19. 19th April.
19th Saturday.
Okay. Can you send me more details?
आम् निश्चयेन. अहम् अत्र महोदय अत्र ईमेल् मध्ये स्थापयामि. निश्चयेन.
अस्तु. अग्रे किमस्ति? अत्र 47 समाप्तं. समय 48 श्लोकः. विसर्गाद्याः श्मशानान्ता भावादेहस्य नात्मनः कलानामिव चन्द्रस्य कालेनाव्यक्तवर्त्मना इति प्रायेण सुलभः एव पदच्छेदः. किं भवितुमर्हति? Anybody want to try?
Can I do?
Please.
विसर्गात् आद्यः श्मशान अन्तः श्मशान अन्तः अन्तः भावा भावाः देहस्य न आत्मनः कलानम् इव चन्द्रस्य कालेन अव्यक्तं वर्तमना
सम्यक्
विसर्गात् अद्यः विसर्गात् पूर्वं
विसर्गाद्याः इति एकं पदमस्ति one word. So meaning समस्तपदं विसर्गाद्याः विसर्गात् आरभ्य इति विसर्गः यस्य आदिः अस्ति अथवा येषाम् आदिः अस्ति ते सर्वे
शान्तता अस्ति
शान्तता न श्मशानः श्मशानमेव अन्तः अन्त मीन्स् एण्ड् विसर्ग आदिः विसर्गः व्हाट इज विसर्ग मीन्स्
नेचर
no that is nisarga nisarga is nature visarga
just empty
janma I think
only sarga means sarga
अध्याय
अध्यायते प्रयोगः भवति परन्तु again think again the origin of the word sarga
antam mahoday
sarga itu sarjanam सृष्टिः
जन्म आरभ्य
जन्म सृष्टिः विसर्ग is again visarga visarjana so we all know anuswara visarga right visarga everybody knows I think what is visarga in that anuswara and visarga what is visarga in that
shunya
no anuswara and visarga in our aksharamala
बिन्दुद्वयं
but बिन्दुद्वयम् अस्ति उच्चारणं किम् अस्ति
विसर्गः
तस्य उच्चारणं कथं भवति
अक्षरस्य अक्षरम् अनुसरति
स्वरम् अनुसरति
अस्ति परन्तु
अत्र अस्ति अद्याः अत्र सर्वत्र विसर्गः दृश्यते श्रूयते विसर्गः बट् विसर्गस्य उच्चारणम् इति यत्र स्वरम् अनुसृत्य भवति इकारानन्तरम् इः इति उकारानन्तरम् उः इति एवं विसर्गाद्याः तत्र विसर्जनम् अथवा विसर्गः तस्य अर्थः कः किमर्थं विसर्ग इत्युच्यते तादृशोच्चारणम् वद्मानीय भिन्नमस्ति वद्मानीय परन्तु इदानीं विसर्गः स्वरमनुसृत्य स्वरस्य अनन्तरं यथा इदानीमस्ति भावाः श्मशानान्ताः आत्मनः दिस् इस् नाट् नात्मनः नात्मनः right there is a difference this is not the difference that we have studied you also know hopefully remember right the difference in the ucharanam of this hakara and visarga hakara is like natmanah but this one ucharanam katham
पूर्णः न
पूर्णः न हाफ न अपि न केवलं विसर्जनं वायोः विसर्जनम् इत्येव कारणादेव विसर्गः इत्युच्यते विसर्ग मीन्स् विसर्जनं मीन्स् उच्छ्वासनं so if you remember the शिक्षायां किमस्ति विसर्गस्य उच्चारणं यथा तस्य उच्चारणं भवेत् यथा लघुसर्प इव बालसर्प इव. So it should be it should not be hard, okay, slow. Like atmanah यथा बालसर्पस्य उच्छ्वासः भवति तथा, not even our उच्छ्वास, बालसर्प, not even big सर्प, बालसर्पस्य उच्छ्वासः यथा भवति तथा आत्मनः आत्मनः तथा इति विसर्ग. एतत् इदानीम् एषा चर्चा किमर्थम् अभवत्, विसर्गस्य पदस्य अर्थः कः इति. विसर्जनं, विसर्जन मीन्स् निष्कासनम्, और सर्गः इस् सृष्टिः, विसर्ग और विसर्जनं मीन्स् गणेश विसर्जनं भवति, विग्रहविसर्जनं भवति, दुर्गापूजानन्तरं मूर्तिविसर्जनं भवति. So what is visarjana there? और अस्माकं वर्गस्य अपि विसर्जनं भवति, वर्गानन्तरं वर्गस्य अन्ते.
लिविंग
लिविंग मीन्स् एंड. dismiss. So विसर्जनं तस्य विरुद्ध पदं भवति विसर्जनं normally. But here visargadyah shmashanantah, this visarga is taking as a upasarga as a vishesha, means uttama iti sarjanam. सृष्टिः सृष्टिम् आरभ्य श्मशानान्तः श्मशानपर्यन्तं ये भावाः देहस्य सन्ति, देहस्य एव भवन्ति भावाः इति अर्थः. अत्र भावाः मीन्स् गतयः, स्टेजेस्, or different phases. सृष्टिमत्र सृष्टि इत्युक्ते देहस्य सृष्टिः कदा भवति, देहस्य अथवा देहस्य विसर्जनमपि भवति. यू कैन थिंक ऑफ न जन्म इति अपि अर्थः. यदा जन्म भवति तदा देहस्य विसर्जनं भवति गर्भात्, उदरप्रदेशात् देहस्य शिशुरूपे तस्य विसर्जनं बहिः उत्पाटनं भवति. सो इट इज जस्ट थ्रोन आउट देह फ्रॉम द मदर्स वूम्ब, राइट. दैट इज विसर्ग, देहस्य विसर्गः. तदेव देहस्य सृष्टिः. परन्तु आत्मनः सृष्टिः नास्ति. तत् आत्मा इज नॉट बीइंग क्रिएटेड. आत्मा इज नॉट टेकिंग द बर्थ, राइट. ओनली देह इज टेकिंग द बर्थ. सो तदपि भावः, सोऽपि भावः विसर्गस्य देहस्य जन्मकाले देहस्य एव भवति. अनन्तरं मध्येपि अनेके भावाः सन्ति. यथा किं भवति, अनन्तरं जन्मानन्तरं भावाः स्थितयः के भवन्ति. स्थितयः कः भवन्ति,
बाल्यवस्था, युवावस्था, वृद्धावस्था,
युवावस्था, अनन्तरं प्रौढावस्था, वानप्रस्थ, वृद्धा इति भवन्ति. अनन्तरम् अन्तिमं भवति श्मशानं. श्मशानपर्यन्तं भावाः देहस्य एव, न आत्मनः नास्ति, केवलं देहस्य इति. कलानां यथा कलानामिव चन्द्रस्य कालेन अव्यक्तवर्त्मना. यथा चन्द्रस्य कलाः भवन्ति, राइट. चन्द्रस्य कला, what is the speciality about chandrasya kala?
Earlier it is a black, nothing is there, then slowly it increases and then again it vanishes.
Correct. So आदौ किमपि न दृश्यते क्षीणा अनन्तरं तस्य अभिवृद्धिः भवति पौर्णिमास्यां पूर्णचन्द्रः विराजते अनन्तरं तदा शोभते अनन्तरं पुनः उपचीयते पुनश्चन्द्रः वृद्धिः पुनः ह्रासः कृष्णपक्षे इति कलाः सन्ति कति कलाः सन्ति चन्द्रस्य
द्वे
कला
पञ्चादश
kala means every day it is a kala. Means the kala is like that shade or fraction, right?
So
14 kala, चतुर्दश कला
षोडश kala iti uchyante, and then every day you can see different kala, one kala each day in a masa. And then chandrasya kala santi kalena avyakt vartmana. One thing you have to so what this shastre kim varnitamasti chandra when even if it is totally not, I think this it was there in this previous shloka or somewhere, I think or it was there, I don't remember, yaksha prashna or somewhere. Chandrasya kala even amavasyam. Why is it called amavasya? That's a different
छाया पृथ्वी छाया होती सूर्य चन्द्रमध्ये पृथ्वी आगच्छति.
No, that is
grahanam.
That is grahana.
Tatra only partially visible. Then why is it called this amavasya? That is something related to ज्योतिष्य तत्र आकाशे स्थानं कथमस्ति तस्य अमावास्या the word meaning of the word itself is ama means together vasati iti vasah amavasya. Surya and Chandra, they rise and set together. That's why we don't see Chandra on the amavasya. We don't see that. They are together 0 degrees difference, whereas Paurnamasyam they are 180 degrees apart. So that's why when sun is setting, exactly on the opposite side the moon is rising.
Oh, that's why we don't say. Mहोदय गुजराती भाषायां एकः saying अस्ति ચંદ્રની જેમ 16 કલાએ ખીલી છે. So that means there are षोडश कलाः चन्द्रस्य सन्ति इति तात्पर्यः अस्ति.
From that in one paksha.
Yeah.
So
that means Mahodaya, that means 180 degrees means in the sunlight it is invisible. Is it like that?
Exactly opposite, yeah.
Opposite. And Ashtami dine madhya udayah. It's in the middle, Ashtami.
Right.
So 90 degree. So they are the so what is the kala today? What is the tithi today? Anybody remember?
Today Dashami.
Tomorrow Ekadashi.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Navami. So Kalanamiva Chandrasya Kalena, what was I going to say? So though the Chandra, we all know that Chandra, even on the Amavasya, it is not visible, but it is there, right? It is there. Not visible, but if you closely observe it, there is some, you can see the hue or tasya kinchit chaya drishyate. Not completely dark, okay. So because you can see that golakam. So that means there was some shloka somewhere, right? That is our maya, or our what we see like that, but it actually exists. Okay? It is not like nasha na bhavati tasya, chandrasya nasha iti na. Only it is invisible to us. So tathaiva atmanah api dehasya nasha bhavati, it is invisible. Atmanah nasha na bhavati. कलानामिव चन्द्रस्य कालेन अव्यक्तवर्त्मना चन्द्रस्य कलाः यथा भवन्ति शुक्लपक्षे अभिवृद्धिः वृद्धिः अनन्तरं कृष्णपक्षे ह्रासः यथा भवति तथैव देहस्य अपि भवति अनन्तरं कालेन अव्यक्तवर्त्मना वाट् इस् द मीनिङ्ग्
आत्मनः अव्यक्त भवति इट्स् नाट् विजिबल्
but here they are talking about the kala. Kalena
means with the passing of time, right?
Correct. Avyakta vartmana. What is vartma? Avyakta, I think we know, at least the meaning of the word. Right? Now, vartma means? वर्तमान इति शब्दः
वर्तते
वर्तते इति क्रियापदमस्ति बट् हियर् वर्तमान I think you have heard, I believe, in many other, at least in many other places. Yeah, Mukund Mahoday, किम्?
Yeah, movement or changes.
Movement. Meaning of vartmani इति नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः पदमस्ति वर्तमन् इति वर्तम means मार्गः
path.
I'm trying to remember some usage, some famous usage of vartma.
We read it in Raghuvamsham sloka. Vardhamana, that his wheels, his ratha is moving on the road, not this side or that side, according to the Shastra. Vardhamana. It comes in there.
So in avyakta vartmana iti asti, avyakta path. Avyakta means vyaktam nasti. मार्गः व्यक्तः अदृश्यः अस्ति इति व्यक्तः नास्ति इत्युक्ते अव्यक्तः अदृश्यः द्रष्टुं न शक्यं तादृशं वर्त्म द्रष्टुं न शक्यं मीन्स् वाट् कालेन अव्यक्तवर्त्मना काल दिस् इस् द बोथ आर् इन् द तृतीया विभक्ति मीन्स् अव्यक्तवर्त्मा कालः इति so kala is that is an adjective visheshanam asti kalasya so the time is avyakta vartma asti asmin sandarbhe so it is of adrishya marga. What is the meaning of now? Kala is adrishya marga means one easy interpretation is we can't see the kala means kala it is going and we don't know how it passes. Jnatum dushakam or drashtum dushakam iti. To comprehend it is difficult. Kalasya gatihi. So like that means the chandrasya kalaha yatha वृद्धिह्रासं विन्दन्ति तथैव कथं वृद्धिह्रासं कथं गच्छन्ति because they are governed by this kala which is adrishya vartma so we can't comprehend it तथैव देहस्य अपि भावाः विसर्गाद्याः च श्मशानान्ताः च भावाः अपि देहस्य भवन्ति न तु आत्मनः Atmana. Okay, Deha will go through different phases, different forms, like this Chandrasya Kala, Yatha Bhavanti, different phases of Chandra also, which is governed by this incomprehensible time, but this, the Atma is not affected by this. Great.
The Atman doesn't merge with the Paramatma. No? When it has to go to other body, it behaves like a Jivatma.
Yes. Yeah, we are talking about
unless that moksha is achieved, Atman cannot go to Paramatma.
Yeah.
It's like
but in any case, Atma is unaffected by this Dehasya Bhavaha, Dehasya Kalaha. Whether it is in this Srishti, in this Deha, or in Moksha, wherever, it is unaffected. It passes through these different bodies. Great. एकोनपञ्चाशत्तः एकोनपञ्चाशः श्लोकः 49th or 1 less 50. Okay. मुकुन्द महोदय पठितुमिच्छति?
Okay. कालेन योगवेगेन भूतानां प्रभवाप्ययौ नित्यावपि न दृश्येते आत्मनोऽग्नेर्यथार्चिषाम्. कालेन हि योगवेगेन भूतानां प्रभवाप्ययौ नित्य अपि न दृश्यते आत्मना अग्नेः यथा अर्चिषाम्.
So कालेन पुनः कालस्य महतीं वर्णयति. How the importance of kala or kalasya pravaha. Kalena hi oghavegena. This kala is one of the so there are just like akasha is also, right? Akasha is one of the tattvas. It is anadi ananta. But however, that avyakrita akasha, which is present forever, but when the srishti happens, this akasha is also, within this akasha there are many subsections are made, right? Similarly kala also, the kala is also said to be anadi ananta. There is no beginning, no end to kala, so forever, because if you consider the pralaya srishti etc., right? However, once the srishti happens, within that there are again sub parts of that kala, like which are determined by the nakshatras, grahagatis, etc. Grahanam, paribhramanam, etc. With that, the relative kala is again established. So there is one kala concept at a higher level, and there is one kala concept at a relative level. Here, kalena hi oghavegena. So oghavegena means, what is ogha? जनौघः
प्रवाहस्य गति
force. Oga is force. Force like janaughah. Vahanoga. Janauga means a lot of people when they are sammardha iti. When they are together, gathered. Janauga. Janapravaha iti. Hi oghavegena kalena hi oghaveg. Kalah katham bhavati oghavegah. Means it is continuously running. So nobody can stop it. Nobody. Literally nobody can stop it. And we kalatitah kevalam paramatma eva. Kalatitah. Means he. Does anybody believe in time machine?
He is unaffected, Paramatma.
Huh? Unaffected. Does anybody believe in time machine? No? Does anybody like time machine?
No.
No?
No.
Time travel, Mahoday.
Time travel using time machine.
That's a very interesting concept.
No? But have you thought about it?
Yeah, watch that movie, H.G. Wells' Time Machine. That.
Which one? And the other like Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a great movie. Yeah, all the parts. Yes.
3 parts. So that concept, like one can travel back and forth in time, but we can now talk about like, yeah. So if you are given a choice to what time you want to reach or go, future or past?
Past.
Yeah, because future is unknown.
I know.
Yeah. I would like to go to the time when Panini, Patanjali, they were there.
I know.
I want to meet them and see them how they work.
Rajyam.
Or Vedam Vyas or Valmiki or Kalidas.
Yeah. But is that possible even? Yeah, that's we wish, but what do you think? Could that be possible?
भूलोके न शक्नोति.
Yeah.
अन्यलोके प्रायः.
अन्यलोके
परमात्मा एव
अन्यलोके प्रायः शक्ष्यसि.
स्वप्नलोके कर्तुं शक्यते.
स्वप्नलोके निश्चयेन, परन्तु स्वप्नलोक मिथ्यालोक अस्ति खलु. परन्तु
I think you could
सप्तलोकाः सन्ति
and get very close.
सर्वे मिलित्वा आहत्य सप्तलोकाः सन्ति खलु.
Saptaloka, I mean, some people say Chaturdasha Bhavanani. If you consider the Netherlands also, Adholoka.
Patalalokaha.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was Masharda saying?
I just thought you could possibly meditate and get there if you wanted to. If that was your idea, you wanted to do it, you could do it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, mentally you can do it, but not physically.
Yeah, not physically. Well, maybe a great guru could. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
So Yoga Vasishtha Granthe, Vasishtha Muni Sarvan Lokan Gantum Shaknoti Khalo. He travels interplanetary, makes interplanetary travels all over.
even in
Sai Baba could go.
who?
Sai Baba, he would be able to do that.
Sai Baba.
Yeah, I bet he would probably be able to go. It may not be his physical body, but he could probably manifest a physical body wherever he wanted.
One example we see in the Mahabharatam, right? I think you might also heard or seen this, at least in the TV serial, that Krishna and Arjuna, they go to Yamaloka.
Yeah. Even ante Yudhishthira swadehe swargam gacchati khalu.
At the end, but now Krishna and Arjuna, they go and come back.
Come back, yeah.
They go retrieve their Acharya's son.
I think they go to Vishnu Lok.
His teacher's son.
That is the Yamaloka. Only Krishna goes there.
Not only Krishna goes.
Then Krishna takes Arjuna also. And that's another one, Brahmana's son, to get back Brahmana's son. So, Kala, it seems there are some examples, at least in our Purana Itihaseshu, it seems there are some examples where they can travel to other lokas, which possibly run on a different time frame. Okay?
Yeah, Mahoday, that Balarama's wife, that story of, I don't remember the king's name, Revati, I think she is. He takes her to Brahmaloka, and there I think 1,000 years or something is equivalent to, in Earth 1,000 years is equivalent to 1 day there. So when they return, everything has changed, and man has become very tiny, and so I think then finally Balarama marries Revati.
So even Sunita Williams had some experience of
Yes, I believe in space,
life after death,
increase in height, and then when you come back to Earth, you shrink back.
Yeah.
Life after death.
Life after life.
Life after death, nothing. This Revati, that they went to Brahmaloka. Revati and father.
That is different, yeah.
Yeah, they came back, and they stayed there for only a few minutes. Some dance was going on or something was going on in Brahma's Loka. So they were asked to stay like a few minutes. And when they came back, many thousand years were passed, and that Kutch Bhumi near Gujarat, right, in Dwarka Pradesh, they descended where his father, that Revati's father, used to be the king there before. But when he came back, everything had changed. The new people, the new kings, Balarama, and Balarama finally marries Revati. So it seems that the time travel concept is definitely there.
It came, a few years ago, the lady Sunita Murjani or somebody, I forgot her name.
Anita Murjani.
Murjani, yeah.
Yeah, she lives in Hong Kong.
And she died, but she says she went to the heaven or whatever it is.
No, Mahoday, no, she did not die. She was in coma, and she had experience during that coma stage where she met her father, who had already died 10 years earlier, and he sent her back. He told her that you go, you have many things to do, and this really happened. This also happened with Dr. Ibn Alexander. There is a book, a very beautifully written book by Ibn Alexander, Proof of Heaven. This is a real story. He lived in Massachusetts in 2004, and I'll just spend 2 minutes, but I recommend everybody to read. It's a very small book, 150-60 pages, but very beautiful. So he was a neurosurgeon, and he he, early morning, he had severe, very high fever and severe seizures, and then he was admitted to the hospital, and he was same hospital where he was working. So he was diagnosed with negative E. coli meningitis. Now this happens to 1 in 10 million people. Negative E. coli meningitis, and very severe. And he was in coma for 7 days. But during that 7 days period, doctor had given up hopes, and they told his wife that he is not going to survive. But somehow, they put him on, heart lung machine, and 1 week they kept trying. After 7 days, suddenly he opened his eyes, which is unusual. It never happens to people. He suddenly opened his eyes and looked around, and then slowly he came back. First he recognized, a few days later, his wife, and then slowly recognized everybody. And after 1 year or so, he got his old faculties 100% back. Otherwise, his complete outer cortex was destroyed, complete 100%. So his human brain was completely destroyed, and there was no chance that he could have actually forget about survived. He probably would have become animal. That also happens 1 in millions. But he completely got everything back, his license back, and he started practicing. Now he lives in, I think, North Virginia or somewhere. North Carolina or somewhere. But Proof of Heaven, write down. I recommend everybody to read his book, because what he experienced was some parts of hell, and most of the part he had experience of heaven. And this is very interesting. And he is a scientist, and he never believed in religion. He never went to church and all that. He was kind of a rationalist, atheist, logic and everything. And he had interview with Oprah Winfrey and so many other channels. But the most interesting thing that I want to share with you is that when Oprah asked her, "Did you see God?" So he said, "I experienced." And what was the experience? He said, "I heard sound Om."
Oh, nice.
Yes. So there is a 5-minute video clip, Eben Alexander, EBEN Alexander, with Oprah Winfrey. Just watch 5 minutes video, and then read the book whenever possible. So he says, now he did not, I don't think he knew anything about Hinduism, and still he said the word he heard, and this is written in his book also, that he experienced the word Om. And then he has tremendous experience about heaven and a lot of interesting things in that book. I don't want to spend much time here, but I recommend that. And this is real story. 7 days he was in coma, he came back, and he became normal. So Anita Murjani's story is also same. Her whole body was completely, complete organ failure. Whole body had, several, wounds and oozing of all the, body fluid from all over. And she had lost almost entire weight. She was only just bones, and she came back. After a few months, 100% cancer nodes had disappeared.
You send the clip.
Anita, I will put both. I'll put both Anita Murjani as well as Dr. Eben Alexander. I'll put both the clips in the.
And that interview clip also.
Interview clip also. I will put it. Yes, definitely. Very interesting. I strongly recommend, because this. And then after that, he wrote another book also. But he is unapologetically, even though he is a scientist and all that, unapologetically, he said all these things. So that proves. And that, there are so many American, scientists and doctors and all that. The first one was Dr. Raymond Moody that I mentioned, right? Life after life. Life after life. He was the one who actually introduced near-death experience, NDE. Then there are many people like Jeffrey Long and all that. Wayne, there is one Wayne, somebody. Yeah, he runs the website NDE, near-death experience, and he collects with testimonials from all over the world. Thousands of people from all over the world, they narrate their experience of near-death experience. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I took a lot of time. Kshamyatam.
अस्तु, धन्यवादः. So kalena hi yogavegesya योगवेगस्य कालस्य प्रवाहवत् भूतानां प्रभवाप्ययौ भूतानां सर्वेषां प्रभव अप्ययौ प्रभवः अपि भवति अप्ययः अपि भवति अप्यय इत्युक्ते नाशः प्रभवः इत्युक्ते जन्म
जन्म
भूतानां जन्म तथा नाशः कालेन हि ओघवेगेन नित्यौ अपि अत्र नित्यौ अपि नित्यावपि which sandhi is this nityavapi nityau api
this is
yantavanta नित्यावपि न दृश्यते नित्यं भवति जन्म तथा नाश उद्भवः नाश भूतानां प्रवाहवत् बहु वेगेन न दृश्यते परन्तु न दृश्यते ज्ञानेन आगच्छति मीन्स् वी कांट रियली कॉम्प्रिहेंड अगेन न दृश्यते नॉट फिजिकली सीइंग और समथिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंड मीन्स इट्स सो फास्ट मूविंग वी कांट कॉम्प्रिहेंड इट आत्मनः नित्यौ आत्मनः न दृश्यते so atma cannot comprehend and then agnehe yatha archisham agnehe yatha archisham अत्र उदाहरणम् अस्ति यथा अग्नेः उत्पत्तिनाशः अर्चिषाम् उत्पत्तिनाशः अर्चिष is
the flames of agni
flame I think right flame mahoday
ज्वाला correct archisham jwala so they are like transient right jwala is like not continuously it's just it's
moving
so it's like a gaseous right it's produced by gas so it's like continuously the flames are coming out but it's a transient utpatti nasha because as the gas burns heats up it turns into that jwala but at the same time as it cools down going up it goes away that jwala but jwala in between is a transient phase of that gas so yat agnehe yatha archisham prabhavappayau bhavatah उत्पत्तिनाशः भवतः तथैव आत्मनः अपि उत्पत्तिनाशः भूतानां भवति परन्तु न दृश्यते सर्वदा भवति so this is another transient nature of this phase of janma nasha इति अत्र अस्ति अनन्तरं anyone else want to read this
I can read गुणैर्गुणानुपादत्ते यथा कालं विमुच्यति न तेषु युज्यते योगी गोभिर्गा इव गोपतिः so गुणैः गुणान् अनुपादत्ते अथा गुणैः गुणान् अनुपादत्ते
उपादत्ते
गुणैः गुणान् उपादत्ते क्षम्यतां यथा कालं विमुञ्चति न तेषु युज्यते योगी गोभिर्गा so गोभिर्गाः इव गोपतिः so गुणैः गुणान् उपादत्ते so गुणैः गुणान् उपादत्ते यथा कालं विमुञ्चति गुणैः गुणान् उपादत्ते so गुणतः गुणस्य
so here little bit अर्थावगमनम् आवश्यकम् अस्ति गुणैः गुण इत्यत्र पदस्य अर्थः भवति इन्द्रियाणि इति. So in other different literature also, writings also, guna is used as indriya. Indriyam or indriyani. Gunaihi, indriyaihi, gunan. Gunan means vishaya.
Senses.
Vishaya, the subject. इन्द्रियाणां विषयः. चक्षुर्नेत्रस्य चक्षुरिन्द्रियः इन्द्रियम् अस्ति, तस्य विषयः कः? दर्शनं, रूपम् इति. रूपं विषयः मीन्स् वाट् एवर् इट् इस् गोइङ्ग् टु ग्रास्प्. तथा कर्णेन्द्रियस्य श्रोत्रेन्द्रियस्य विषयः शब्दः. रसनेन्द्रियस्य
स्वादः,
रुचिः. अनन्तरं किं भवति?
स्पर्शः,
त्वगिन्द्रियस्य स्पर्शः,
स्पर्शेन्द्रिय स्पर्श.
So what remains now?
Feeling.
Masti?
Feeling.
Can't hear. Can't understand.
Feeling.
Feeling, eh? No, what about
Nasika? Nasika. Oh, Nasika.
Nasika
गन्धः. इति विषयाः भवन्ति. गुणैः गुणान् उपादत्ते. इन्द्रियैः गुणान् विषयान् उपादत्ते. उपादते स्वीकरोति. उपादत्ते यथाकालं विमुञ्चति. विमुञ्चति पुनः विसर्जनं करोति. यथाकालं मीन्स् कालान्तरे. यदा योग्यकालः आगच्छति, प्राप्नोति, तदा गुणान् विषयान् विमुञ्चति. कालान्तरे विमुञ्चति, विसर्जनं करोति, तस्य स्वीकरोति. कस्य विषये अस्य उक्तिः अस्ति? एषा उक्तिः योगी. योगी भवति, चित्तप्रज्ञः योगी, सः गुणैः गुणान् उपादते. इन्द्रियैः विषयान् स्वीकरोति, अनुभवति, परन्तु यथाकालं विमुञ्चति अपि. कालान्तरे मीन्स् योग्यकाले, कालावसरे विमोचनमपि करोति. न तेषु युज्यते, तेषु न तस्य सङ्गः न भवति, सज्जनं न भवति. तच्च मीन्स् he is not going to be attached in that. So he is going to अनुभव. यथा गृहस्थः भवति कोऽपि, whoever, न केवलं गृहस्थः, whoever सन्यास मनुष्यः अस्ति चेत् तस्य विषयन् गुणैः विषयम् इन्द्रियैः something he has to grasp. Drishti means he is not going to continuously close his eyes and sit, right, all his life. He has to, all his indriyas are going to work, and he is going to have the grasp. He has to grasp. Otherwise, tasya kim bhavati? Jivanasya chesta na bhavati. So he has to do that, but he is not going to get in attached to them. So whenever not required or not needed, not necessary, he is ready to vimochanam, so to त्यागं कर्तुं शक्नोति सः. गोभिः गाः इव गोपतिः. यथा, पुनः उदाहरणमस्ति, यथा गोपतिः गोभिः गाः स्वीकृत्य पुनः उपादत्ते, पुनः मुञ्चति. तथा तत्र गोभिः गाः इव, So what is gobhiga? Go. Go padasya
bahunam artha
धेनु
धेनु इति एकः अर्थः पुनः वेदः अपि अर्थः अस्ति वाणी इति
किरणम् अपि अस्ति
किरणः इति किरणः करः मीन्स् किरणः एव यथा अत्र
सूर्यः एव
इति अर्थं स्वीकुर्मः चेत् किरणः इति गो इत्युक्ते किरणः किरणैः सूर्यः गोपतिः किरणानां पतिः प्रभुः तस्य नियन्त्रकः नियामकः कः सूर्यः he wants those kiranas, right? Kirana. So he gopati means we can take it as a surya. Suryah kiranaihi kim svikaroti gobhihi means kiranaihi svikaroti kim gaah punah gaah is go shabdasya go is now we have to take the artha as a jalam epi arthah go गाः इति द्वितीयान्तपदं द्वितीया बहुवचनं गाः स्वीकृत्य पुनः विमुञ्चति गोपति सूर्यः तस्य किरणैः उग्रकिरणाः भवन्ति उष्णकिरणाः जलं स्वीकृत्य नदीषु जलं भवति जलाशयेषु जलं भवति तत् स्वीकृत्य इत्युक्ते उपरि पुनः तत् स्वीकृत्य पुनः कुत्रचित् मेघरूपेण तस्य वृष्टिः भवति कुत्रचित् so gopati so he is not going to go away forever इति पुनः तत्र विमोचनं करोति इति विमोचनं करोति तथा ग्रीष्मकाले उष्णकाले तस्य किरणैः जलं स्वीकृत्य जलाशयगतं जलं स्वीकृत्य वर्षाकाले पुनः यदा वर्षाकालः आगच्छति वृष्टिकालः तदा पुनः वृष्टिरूपेण विमुञ्चति तथैव सः योगी अपि इन्द्रियैः विषयान् स्वीकृत्य यथा कालं विमुञ्चति इति
Mother Gobirga I could not understand. Gobirga.
Go has multiple meanings, multi meanings. Like go, dhenuh, cow. Cow is one artha. Then Veda is artha. Vani iti eka artha. Vak iti. And then there is a jalam iti artha. Then there is kirana, surya kirana, so sun ray iti artha. So we'll have to take those appropriate meanings here. Gopati ityukte gavam pati. So he is the pati or owner of the kirana rays, means he is the sun. Gopati means sun here, the owner of the rays. Tasya ishwarah, kirananam ishwarah, kah suryah, saha gobhihi kiranaihi. Go here first gobhi means kirana. Kiranahi, by his rays, what sun does? He takes is not the right word. What is the right word? Shoshanam karoti tasya.
Absorbs the water.
Absorbs. Jalasya
shoshayati.
Shoshayati.
अथवा स्वीकरोति
means that he is going to, because उष्णकाले ग्रीष्मकाले यदा भवति तदा उष्णः भवति तदा जलस्य बाष्पीभवनं भवति जलं
प्रथमं तस्य सङ्ग्रहणं करोति.
So it goes up and stays somewhere as particles in that state.
Right.
Then finally when it comes into Varsha Kala, then in that kala, in that time, they form into megha, and then they fall back to the earth. See, Gopati is not going to keep them forever.
Right.
He takes them, and it is his kartavyam. He is not either interested in it. He doesn't udasinam vartate. Vartanam karoti udasinavat. He is indifferent about it because it is his gunadharma. He takes it again, pours it back. He takes it, pours it back. यदा अस्माकं धनार्जनं भवति, we usually take the संग्रहणं कुर्मः धनस्य because we are attached to it, so we are not ready to leave it.
Right.
So because we are so much attached to it, priti bhavattasya tasmin, so we cannot leave it. But Gopati Surya is not like that. He takes that chala and then pours it back in order to keep it forever. Tathaiva yogi api gunaihi indriyahi swasya indriyahi, with his all his jnanendriyani bhavanti, pancha jnanendriyani. So he takes in all the vishayas, anubhavam, bhogam karoti, parantu yatha kale vimunchati. Whenever it is needed, means needed for others or not necessary for him, he is going to abandon them. He is not, he doesn't get into them. Iti yogi. Okay, Rama Mahadya, namaskaraha.
Namaskaraha,
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवाद महोदय. नमस्कार.
Namaskara. Shubhratri.
Shubhratri.
Shubhadinam.
नमस्कारः.